Ladies and gentlemen, it is March 1st, 2019. You're watching or listening to the Hagen Bentley Show on YouTube. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Stone Cold Steve Austin a month. Show some fucking appreciation on 3/1/19. I mean, I haven't done a podcast in a while. I think 3 weeks was the last one. February 8th, and there's reasons why I haven't done one in a while. And I'll get to that later. But God damn it, I completely lost my train of thought right there. It's 7 p.m. Okay? And I was honestly 50-50 on whether I wanted to do a podcast or not. But I got reminded, here's this fucking guy. Drive it. I don't know where the fuck he drives. I think he drives in like a Russian or Soviet town or whatever. It's probably like 4 a.m. in the morning. He's probably getting up. And he sent me a message like 2 weeks ago, says he watches this channel. You know what? I'll do it for him. Do it for the people spread across the country. Now, in all seriousness, I had a rough week last week. Dealt with a lot of stuff, both personally and emotionally and mentally. So I wasn't into it last week. That's why I didn't do it for the 22nd. And then February 15th, I didn't do one either. Just because I was not feeling that great. And I was just extremely lazy. But I'll probably do another podcast on Tuesday. God damn. I'll do that. And I'll get... there's a lot of topics I want to talk about. First of all, Lucky Charms is... Hey, watch it, man. People's just so rude in Daytona Beach. It's unbelievable. But Lucky Charms is releasing the beer in their flavor. I mean... Okay, would that even be edible? Would that be even considered edible? Okay? Lucky Charms is not that good of a cereal to begin with. And now you're talking about a beer, like a craft beer? Gross. Craft beers are disgusting. They suck dick. Okay, craft beers are not good. I mean, if you cannot drink a natural beer with water, barley, wheat, and a tiny bit of alcohol by volume, don't drink a craft beer. Who the fuck puts fruit in beer? Who the fuck put pineapples on pizza? Who puts fruit on anything? Especially when it comes to pizza or beer. What the fuck? Okay, somebody send me that article on like Tuesday. Am I gonna try it? No. Number one, I'm 18. And I live in America, so the drinking age is 21. So even if I wanted to try, I couldn't legally. And number two, I'm not even trying it anyway. I can Lucky Charms beer. Marshmallows were not even that good. Somebody actually tried to claim that the marshmallows were good. In my opinion, no. Shitty cereal, man. That's why you always see, if you ever go to Publix or Target or Winn-Dixie or Walmart or whatever, Kmart, they still have those? Yes. That's why you always see Lucky Charms in stock, because nobody wants this shit. Lucky Charms. I don't even know what that catchphrase is. That's so bad. I don't even see advertising for it. Okay, and I know my default channel on DirecTV, and I'm watching it right now, is the NHL Network, but I have not seen an advertisement for Lucky Charms since I was like 9 years old. Okay. That shows you all you need to know about your lucky charms. Get your lucky charms, yeah. Shut the fuck up with your lucky charms. Okay? Let me tell you something. It is 7:43 right now. I got quite a few more topics to be talking about. Largely about sports. The NCAA tournament, March Madness, NBA. A couple of stories involving the NFL. My Duncan story. There's a lot. So let's get into it. The NCAA tournament, first of all, it is March now. It is my favorite month of the year, March 1st, because of the NCAA tournament. 68 teams, 67 games. 13 sites, 1 champion. Okay? Does not get any better than that. But I've been looking at some bracketology guesses. And if you don't know what bracketology is, it's basically people, whether it's ESPN, CBS, whatever, the media, that determine, try to predict which teams get in the tournament, which teams don't. Okay, and the bubble is basically that line of whether you can get in as an at-large or you do not have qualification. And that bubble is extremely weak this year. I look at teams like Arizona State that got killed against Oregon. I mean, I look at teams like Indiana that's lost 12 out of 14 games. I look at a team like Florida that just has struggled all year long. I look at a team like South Carolina that was terrible non-conference play. I look at a team like Oregon State that just did not play anybody out of conference. And those teams all in the bubble. Meanwhile, your Woffords, your fucking Yales, your Hofstras, your fucking get out of here before I bitch slap you. Buffaloes of the world have to sweat it out whether they get in the tournament or not should they lose their conference tournament. I mean, the bubble is extremely weak this year, man. I hope it doesn't happen, but I think it will. Whether it's Wofford, Buffalo, VCU, we'll see. We shall see. And speaking of things that, god damn, I had a pint of ice cream before this. That's why they don't tell you. This is one of the first things, when you get in the singing class, they tell you not to consume dairy before going and singing. This is why. But, and speaking of anticlimactic things, which I was trying to do, was the NBA regular season. Has there been anything more anticlimactic, doesn't matter, irrelevant, more than the NBA regular season for the past 25 years? Players don't even try. They don't count. Okay. I mean, they don't, honestly. I mean, when's the last time you see the hits? No. Never see it. Never see it until you get to the finals. If you see it. And it's the keyword if. Okay, players don't try. Nobody cares about it. Nobody shows any effort. And we basically all know who has a shot. Golden State, Denver, Oklahoma City, maybe Houston, Milwaukee, Toronto. That's about it. If you're not in that club, you're just not going to win it. That's all there is to it. I mean, the NBA is just a joke, man. Especially regular season. I mean, it's got a lot of issues to fix. But that's one of them. Because 82 games of that whole shit. Man. And then, god damn. Fucking don't have a pint of ice cream right before you talk. I guess. Even though ice cream is, I've been tearing down ice cream lately. Like it's my job, because it is. Adam Jones, okay, the cornerback for used to be the Dallas Cowboys, the Tennessee Titans, the Cincinnati Bengals. He got arrested again during a nightclub for disorderly conduct. Is there anything orderly about him? Okay, Adam Jones was the guy that shoved that Steelers linebacker coach, I think, during the playoff game. Cost his team 15 yards in the field goal. Okay? This guy's been arrested more times than damn near anybody. Always complains. Has a short tempo. Why is anybody still signing this guy? I have no idea. Okay, he's not winning. He's a crybaby. And he's blind as a bat. Disorderly conduct. Is there anything orderly about him? He got drunk at a nightclub. Nightclubs are overrated to begin with. Okay, don't go to a nightclub. It's not good. It's not gonna go well for you. And honestly, a nightclub. I'll go to a nightclub. I'll go to Rises tonight. See, duct tape to your bed, asshole. Because honestly, you gotta be kidding me, nightclub. For God's sake. That kind of person in a nightclub. And he got arrested. Disorderly conduct. What if it's the same district he got arrested in the first time? I mean, honestly, how would that conversation go? Hey, would you like, hey, you're under arrest for disorderly conduct. Disorderly conduct. Disorderly conduct. Hey, I got disorderly conduct, guys. That phrase is so vague. What the fuck does it even mean? Man, holy shit. My phone just rang. So I was just answering. Oh yeah, the feedback that I got on the rant about Dunkin' Donuts has been pretty good so far. I'll try to be doing those once a week. We'll see. But Dunkin' Donuts, and here's a disclaimer, I like Dunkin' Donuts. It's just, they've fallen off, in my opinion, in the past several years. Macarons on Dunkin' Donuts, it literally does not. Shut the fuck up with that phrase. Alright, a couple more topics about the NFL, the CFL, and the NHL, and then I'm probably out of here, I gotta be honest. My voice is killing me because of that ice cream. Like I said, I'll be doing a podcast Tuesday, so just brace yourself. Johnny Manziel, and here's another guy, Adam Jones and Johnny Manziel. One of them should transgenderize, be a woman, marry each other, and have a baby. Because that would just be so nice, and that would be just so fitting. Johnny Manziel got released from Montreal from the Alouettes. Okay, and they're not a good Canadian football team. They're just not. Anybody that's watched the CFL in the last 5 years knows what I'm talking about. I mean, Montreal just blows now. It's like donkey dick, not the good kind. Uh, you know why he got cut from Montreal, though? He missed a meeting. He missed a fucking meeting. And that's why he got cut. God, you're fucking stupid. I mean, this is worse than Kanye West and Adam Jones and Antonio Brown and Le'Veon Bell all put together. This guy's a train wreck. Listen. Okay. Being cocky is one thing. Being arrogant is one thing. If you can back it up, that's not bad. That's just confidence right there. Like Baker Mayfield, for example. He took an 0-16 team along with Chubb and Landry and all those guys with the new coaching staff. He got them to 7 wins. 0-7 in 1 year. Gave the city of Cleveland something to be proud of. Johnny Manziel's nowhere close to that category. Whines a lot. Had one great game, and that was a great game. I will not take that away from him. Against Alabama. All the other teams from 2012 at A&M played. I looked at it last night, just so y'all know. Arkansas, Vanderbilt, Florida at home, he didn't play that good. Louisiana Tech, Missouri. These teams were terrible. Auburn that year was non-existent. In 2013, he stagnated. Okay? He stagnated in 2013. And he got to the draft and got a concussion. Went to a casino. Some of y'all have to remember this shit. Went to a casino, got drunk with a concussion. That's a good mix. Drunk and have a concussion. When this guy's like a self-destruct button. What the fuck is next with him? Johnny Manziel. I don't think he'll ever play again. I don't think he'll play a snap in the NFL again. This guy's just not a team player. This guy's just not that bright. Holy shit. Oh yeah. Another thing that I hate. Jason Witten was terrible in the Monday Night Football booth last year with Booger McFarlane and well, I'll give Joe Testato some slack. I mean, he had to deal with those two nimrods. But at least one of them's out the door. Because Jason Witten just re-signed with Dallas. He got a 1 year, $3.5 million deal to come back. Now, I'll be honest, okay? I got 2 more headlines after this that I wrote down I wanted to talk about. Basically, the Combine and then some NHL news today. And then I'm ending this podcast. But, God, what was I going to talk about? See, this is what happens when you have ADHD, guys. It's just not that fun when you forget about stuff. That's why I have to write everything down. Oh yeah, Jason Witten. Even as a first-year commentator like he was, he made a lot of mistakes and just tried way too hard. And that's all there was to it. I subscribe to the ESPN Media Zone email. And the first headline I saw yesterday when they do their daily press releases was ESPN's statement on Jason Witten. And my first thought, I didn't even read the news part of this. I was like, man, they fired him. which never happens after the first year of broadcasting. Never happens. I'm like, hold on. And then I saw the news and I connected the two dots. But Jason Witten's been terrible, man. I don't think he'll do much for Dallas. I really don't. I mean, the writing's on the wall. I mean, the ownership's more dysfunctional than the Jackson 5 was. Okay, more dysfunctional than Desperate Housewives and the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, whatever. I mean, honestly, it's not a good mix right now in Dallas. Those fans are fucking annoying and relentless. Not a good mix. And speaking of the NFL, why the fuck is the NFL Combine on my TV this weekend? Can anybody explain? Nobody gives a fuck. The 40s, the dash, the fucking hype, the weight. Nobody cares. It doesn't have to be televised. It's on ABC. Let me tell you something. ABC is a female audience. Modern Family, fucking General Hospital, Grey's Anatomy. All that is directed to females, and that's fine. So why the fuck did you make a decision, ESPN, or the NFL, or both? It's probably both. But this was a good idea. It's not a good idea. It sucks. It blows. The NFL Combine should never be on TV. Never. And who the fuck's gonna watch that shit? I mean, honestly. I mean, you got college basketball. You got the Premier League. You got NHL. You got NBA. You got fucking college hockey on. Women's college basketball. I mean, you have 8 things other than the NFL Combine. Nobody cares. At least I don't. Maybe I'm the minority. I don't know. Okay? And, well, it's close to 8 p.m. and my voice is about to go because I fucking have that blue bell. But one more thing. NHL news today. And I'm a fan of the Ottawa Senators. If you ever listened to any of my podcasts before, Ottawa is one of my favorite hockey teams. They made a decision earlier today, the Ottawa Senators did, to fire their head coach, Guy Bushell, I think is how you say his name. And listen, I knew before the season coming in, but Ottawa was not going to be that good of a team. It was going to be tough in that division with Tampa Bay, with Boston, with Toronto. Buffalo would be improved. Florida would be at least showing points, flashes, if you will, of brightness. Carolina, I mean, Ottawa was just in Detroit. I mean, Ottawa was just the last team in that Atlantic division. Sure enough, the experts and everybody have been proven correct. Now, the fact that Bushell got fired, okay, that he got relieved of his duties after his 3rd year at post in Ottawa. Here's what Ottawa has to do. Okay. And I'm going to do this, and then this is going to be the end of the podcast. Is that for this year, next year, and probably the year after, so we're talking until 2021, is that find a long-term head coach, make a long-term plan, and have some homegrown talent. You're not far away from Quebec. Okay, Quebec. You know, have some hometown heroes from Quebec. Okay? Because your fan base is a good chunk of it's French. Now, granted, not as many French Canadians like Ottawa as they do Montreal, or even Quebec Nordic Heels back in the 80s and 90s. But it's something home talent, and that's all there is to it. I mean, if your team's gonna suck, and especially the NHL and the MLB because they have farm systems, is have some homegrown talent. That way, your people in the stands can relate and have bonds with the players at the very least. I mean, in Ontario, the battle between Toronto and Ottawa is one-sided. Toronto is a much better team from top to bottom, and they have a much bigger fan base than Ottawa does. And same thing on the French side. Montreal has a better team and has a lot more fans. So Ottawa is in a lose-lose situation here, unfortunately. I don't think it will get better, at least anytime soon. And as an Ottawa Sentinels fan, it hurts because you go to Florida for the weekend trip, Tampa Bay, which will be a loss, I'm sure, and then the Florida Panthers, who have been kind of hot lately. It's just not been a good couple of years ever since that Game 7 loss to the Penguins in overtime. But better days will be coming. I think that's it. So what am I going to do tonight? Well, I'm going to flip it on to the Nashville-Winnipeg game because I have that. I have the NHL Center Ice, so that's going to be good. And then, like I said, I'll do a podcast Tuesday for y'all. So sorry for not doing one the past few weeks. This will be a twice-a-week thing. And hopefully I can get a friend or two before too long to guest these podcasts at least for a while. But thank you guys for wasting 27 minutes of my life. And yours. Lights out in the basement, kids.